If you're thinking about a career in taxation law, then this video is for you. Taxes are everywhere and most people hate to pay them, but we don't really have a choice. In fact, there's an old saying that goes, nothing is certain except death and taxes. Now, when we talk about taxes, there are a huge number of them, usually divided into two categories, direct taxation and indirect taxation. One of the most common taxes we know about is income tax. So when you earn any money, no matter how you earn it, it's something which you have to pay tax on. So there's a certain percentage you would pay that. Whenever you get your salary slips, you notice something called TDS, tax deducted at source. That's not another kind of a tax. It simply means some component of your income tax has been deducted and it is going to be paid to the government on your behalf, and at the end of the year you would adjust that in your final tax payment. Another very important kind of tax you may be hearing about is called GST. No matter where you go, no matter what you buy, whether it's a cup of coffee or you're buying clothes for yourself, GST or goods and services tax is added to it. Another tax which many people don't know about is called wealth tax. So you spent a lot of time earning money. Now with that money you're going to buy a lot of things, and let's say you bought a few houses. You've done really well for yourself and you've bought these houses. You live in one of them, but the others are kept or maybe even rented out. You may be required to pay wealth tax on that. Then there is gift tax. Now let's say you gift somebody something. Logically, why would you be required to pay tax on it? And there's a simple reason for that. Suppose there is no gift tax. Now if I was going to give you a salary, I would simply say it's not a salary, it's a gift, which means you wouldn't have to pay any tax on it and the government would lose out. So they say no, call it a gift and pay tax on it. Of course, there are certain situations in which gift tax doesn't apply. For example, a gift given by a father to his daughter, a husband to his wife, or vice versa. You transact in shares and securities, there's a security transaction tax on it. You've earned money which is abroad and you're not declaring that properly to the government, there's a special law relating to black money abroad which is made for that purpose. You've sold a house, made a profit on it, there's capital gains tax to be paid. So as you've understood, there are a lot of taxes there. In fact, there's also something called the customs tax. So when you bring something from abroad, the government may require you to pay customs duty on that. So as you understand, taxes are everywhere. It's a very, very good area of law to practice in. People who've done or who have a background in commerce and finance usually find it much better to specialize in tax law. If you don't have such kind of a background, you should consider developing some competence in that also. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.